Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're listening to this. This is Ryan Barr tuning in for another one. And I'm excited to tell you about this one because this is actually a story that happened to me and how I had a huge realization about my body and how important it is and how I lost the weight and how I kept it off. So I woke up in the morning and I went about my normal routine. So I took my shower, I shaved my face, brushed my teeth, right? I had that like weird tongue scraper thing. So I was like scraping my tongue. And I always get out of the shower and I hate when my ears are wet. So I get a Q-tip, right? So I clean my ear with one Q-tip and I clean my other ear with a new Q-tip. So I threw the first one out and I got in the garbage. And then I threw the second one out and then I missed and it landed on the ground. And I said in that second in my head, I said, I'll get it later. But then also what I said was, well, it's going to take 2 seconds. Why don't I pick this up? Right? So I picked it up and I threw it in the garbage. And one of my favorite sayings ever is how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I thought to myself, in what area of my life am I throwing down Q-tips and letting it just pile up? What area of my life? Right? And I know it's like a weird realization. It's the little things that make the biggest difference. But I picked it up and I said, maybe it's my health. Maybe it's work. Maybe it's so many. I really need to look at my life. Like, what else am I just leaving on the ground and not deciding to pick up? And that is exactly what weight is on your body, gentlemen. It is something you decided to just throw out and you say, I'll get to it later. That is weight on your body. So what we're doing is we're getting on our knees, hands and knees, and picking up all these hundreds of pounds of Q-tips, okay? Maybe you not be 100 pounds overweight, maybe 50, maybe 20. 20 is still a lot, right? But we're still getting down and we're picking it up and putting it in the garbage. It's just the sheer fact of we said we'd get to it later. And the reason why we say that is because we don't think it's a priority. Your whole life is built off of you. Bottom line, I get goosebumps saying this. Your whole life is built off of you. So if you don't prioritize yourself, if you don't put yourself first, somebody else will do it for you. Okay? And so what I'm trying to say is if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be healthy. You're going to suffer from aches and pains, knee pain, neck pain, back pain. You won't live a full life because you're not wearing the clothes you want to wear. You're not taking your clothes off when you want to. You don't feel confident. So you're not really living the true life of who you think you are. Right? So really ask yourself, am I leaving Q-tips on the ground? That's a big question to ask yourself, right? Every single area of life, right, is so similar to the other, right? So how I work or how I sleep or how I dress, all these things play a role into my own health and my own well-being. Men, on average, die 10 years sooner than women. 10 years of life, men. Really think about that. Let that sink in. It's because we don't take care of ourselves. We prioritize our kids, our women, our house, our mortgage, our cars, and then you leave yourself dead last. And then you wonder why you're suffering from all this pain, why you're so tired, why you drink too much, why you do all these things you know you're not supposed to do. It's because you just threw the Q-tips on the ground and said, I'll get to it later. But that's when we stop. That's when we say, you know what? How I do one thing is how I do everything. So I'm going to pick these up and I'm going to throw them in the garbage. You're going to take control of your life. So I wanted to let you know I'm standing tall. Gentlemen, we have an amazing Facebook community. So make sure you're clicking the link and you're participating in it so we can continue the conversation further. Okay. I appreciate every single one of you. Ask yourself, what area of my life am I just leaving the Q-tips on the ground? I'll catch you on the next one.